What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news, and we have an incredibly exciting breaking news for you guys. Lille president has confirmed that Lille accepted Liverpool and 3 other clubs' offers for Nicolas Pepe, so it's up to the player to decide which club he joins. And L'Equipe, the French newspaper, who are very reliable, confirmed that one of those 4 clubs is Liverpool, and apparently, according to some news sources, Nicolas Pepe's favorite destination is Liverpool. So now there is a very good chance of Nicolas Pepe signing for Liverpool next week when he comes back from holidays. So let me know what do you think about this news. If you are excited about that, leave a like guys, it really helps me out. It just takes a second. And subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you never miss the latest Liverpool uploads. So in this video we will hear what the Lille president said about this transfer and a lot of other transfer news as well, so stay tuned and watch the video until the end. So Lille president Gerard Lopez has confirmed in an interview which he has given to Tuttorsport, claiming that Lille accepted as many as 4 bids for Nicolas Pepe, which is about 71.7 million pounds, which is 80 million euros. If you convert that to pounds, that's almost 72 million pounds. And according to L'Equipe, the 4 teams that got their bid accepted are Arsenal, Liverpool, Napoli and Inter. And I think out of those 4 clubs, Liverpool really stand out. I mean, Napoli didn't even make it to the knockout stages of the Champions League, just like Inter. Arsenal are not even in the Champions League, and they haven't been for like 3 seasons in a row now. So I think we can rule out Arsenal. I would be absolutely shocked if Nicolas Pepe chose Arsenal at this time. Liverpool are a lot more attractive club than Napoli and Inter. I mean, we are back-to-back Champions League finals. We are the reigning Champions League winners. This is what Lopez said. We received offers for Nicolas Pepe that meet our demands from 4 big clubs. Napoli made an offer for Pepe and they met our asking price of 80 million euros. Now it's up to the player to decide where he wants to go on the basis of the offers that his agents have received from those 4 clubs. Pepe will return from holiday on Monday, and I think by mid next week he will make his choice. And what is absolutely incredible is that Get French Football News reported that, which is a reliable website about all things French football, and this is what they reported. Nicolas Pepe's representative Samir Kiat, which is his agent, has just retweeted a video captioned "Pepe's agent in the act of forcing a bidding war up to 90 million euros from an internet cafe in Abidjan." And also Get French Football News quoted in the end, "Nothing quite like French football." And the video is an African-American man dancing to some song. So I found that quite hilarious that even the Nicolas Pepe's agent is getting in on the memes, on the banter in football Twitter. So that's very interesting. The 5th club who are interested in Nicolas Pepe is Atletico Madrid, but at the moment, you know, they need to sell players first if they want to afford Nicolas Pepe. And by the way, if you haven't watched the Atletico Madrid-Real Madrid friendly game in America, make sure to watch the highlights of that game. That was played during the night in European time. If you don't want to hear the result, just fast forward this video like 10 seconds. But Atletico Madrid were leading 5-0 at halftime, and in the end it was the end result 7-3 to Atletico Madrid. Yes, you heard that right, 7-3. I've never remember Real Madrid conceding 7 goals even in a friendly. It was bonkers. What a game. And Atletico could have scored 10 or 15 goals with the amount of chances that they had. So Real Madrid fans should be pretty worried about that. And Atletico Madrid don't really need Nicolas Pepe at the moment. moment, but I think Liverpool do. Because Nicolas Pepe is just 24 years old. He scored 22 goals, got 11 assists for Lille. He fired Lille into the Champions League, comfortably finishing in second place. He was the second highest scorer in the French league behind Mbappe, and he's perfectly suited to Liverpool's playing style. The big advantage of Nicolas Pepe in terms of for Liverpool is that if he comes in and if he starts instead of Mane or starts instead of Salah, because either player needs a rest, Liverpool don't have to change their tactics. They don't have to alter their playing style. Nicolas Pepe could slot into the Liverpool team pretty seamlessly. And according to some newspaper reports, Nicolas Pepe's agent is slowing down the process of Nicolas Pepe moving to a new club because of his commission demands. According to Get Italian Football News, the agent is demanding a 5 million agent's commission. That's according to Di Marzio, an Italian journalist. Nicolas Pepe's request is currently 5 million euros salary in a year and 5 million agent's commission. I mean, that's absolutely bonkers that just the agent wants a 5 million euro commission. But I guess this is their big payday, and I think the agent realizes that maybe Nicolas Pepe has one or two big transfers left in him after this move, so he wants to get as much money as possible from the club. And Napoli offered at the moment Nicolas Pepe 3.5 million euros salary plus 500,000 in bonuses, so that's about €1 million shy of his salary demands. But I have a feeling that Nicolas Pepe will choose Liverpool if it's between those four clubs. I really hope that Liverpool will be landing him, because Jurgen Klopp said it himself that he wants to sign one player this summer, and that could be Nicolas Pepe. So, and I'm not really bothered about the agent's fees, because that's how football works nowadays. Liverpool actually spent the most on agents last year's, on agent fees. I mean, 17 million pounds more than any other Premier League club. Just take a second and think about that. Liverpool spent 17 million pounds more than any other Premier League club in the last 12 months on agent fees, and that puts the total to 43.7 million pounds. That's absolutely bonkers if you think that Liverpool spent like 175 million pounds last summer and 43.7 million of that went to the agents. Wow, that is incredible, and those numbers are according to the Guardian newspaper, so that's pretty reliable, and that probably just means that Liverpool will want to cut back this year a little bit on the transfers and on the agents' fees to balance that out. But I think Liverpool can afford to sign one player, and this is why Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has been saying that this summer Liverpool won't be spending big, because Liverpool cannot afford to spend 150 million pounds every summer on new players, and I don't think we need to. I think we just need one transfer, and that transfer, in my opinion, should be Nicolas Pepe. He would be perfect for us. There have been bigger agents fees in recent times. For example, Mino Raiola made 23 million pounds from the deal that took Paul Pogba to Manchester United, for instance, according to the Telegraph. And yeah, Liverpool don't normally go out of their way to pay the agents' fees, but there was no other way signing players like Van Dijk, Alisson, Naby Keita and other players like that. So I'm not really bothered about the agents' fees. I think Liverpool are cutting back on their spending because we spent so much money last summer and last January as well. So I think just one transfer, and that could be Nicolas Pepe, would be enough for Liverpool to really beef up their squad and to attack the Premier League title race, because Manchester City got stronger than last year. And last year Liverpool couldn't catch them. So Liverpool need to get stronger as well if we want to compete at the top end of the Premier League. And of course, Liverpool have to defend their Champions League trophy. we will have a lot of teams in the Premier League and in Europe who will want to beat Liverpool, the reigning European champions. So I think we will have to be extra good, extra careful in all our games, because the other teams will be incredibly motivated against Liverpool, even more so than last season. So come on, Liverpool, let's make this transfer happen. I'm sure that behind the scenes we have talked to the agent of Nicolas Pepe. Even the Lille president confirmed that Liverpool have been in contact with Nicolas Pepe's agent. And the Lille president also said this: Pepe will return from his holidays on Monday, and I think that he will make his mind up halfway through the week. We asked him to stay last year and promised him we would have to let him go during this transfer window. And even though Pepe's agent Samir Kiat and his staff visited Napoli's training base on Thursday to do talks with the Napoli board over personal terms, however, Sky in Italy are reporting that the agent's request of a €5 million commission is just deemed too much, too high, too extortionate by Napoli, and yeah, they just don't want to give that much money to Nicolas Pepe's agent, and that leaves the door open for Liverpool as well. And Napoli has actually offered Adam Unas, right winger who is on Napoli's books, in exchange for Nicolas Pepe. And what a little bit worries me is that the Lille president said this: now that Pepe will leave, Coach Galtier will need an important player on the right wing, exactly like Unas, that we know from his time at Bordeaux when he could always create trouble. So I think the president already knows about Napoli's player, and he knows that Napoli offered Unas in exchange for Nicolas Pepe plus some money. It will ultimately come down to Nicolas Pepe's personal preference. I think that Liverpool can pay the agent's commission, no problem, and also Nicolas Pepe, I think, wants to play for Liverpool the most. It's just a matter of does Liverpool want Nicolas Pepe as much as Napoli want him, as much as Inter want him. I'm sure Arsenal want him, but I think we can rule out Arsenal, because I don't think without Champions League football Nicolas Pepe really wants to go there. But we shall wait and see. I will keep you posted on this brilliant transfer saga. And according to a Portuguese news outlet, O Jogo, Jurgen Klopp said this to Bruno Fernandes at the end of the Sporting Liverpool friendly: "Good game, you have been good. Congratulations for the great game, you are a top player." Oh, how I wish that Liverpool would sign Bruno Fernandes, but I would prefer Nicolas Pepe. I think he would be a better signing for Liverpool, and we just cannot sign both of them in the same transfer window right now. We just don't have the funds to do that. And Jurgen Klopp gave a brilliant interview to ESPN. They have Melissa Reddy now working for them. She's a journalist who has very good connections with Liverpool, and this is what Jurgen Klopp said: "To be honest, that day when we were here and spoke, we were full of hope, full of dreams, full of optimism. Why would I not be? I signed to become manager of Liverpool because it's a wonderful club. I liked the squad, I loved the history, all that stuff." So Jurgen Klopp is talking about when he signed for Liverpool as manager 4 years ago. This is what he said. So I was very optimistic that we would be successful. In my dreams, in that moment, we were probably more successful during these past 4 years than we have been, actually. Klopp says with a laugh. But I don't think we can fault Jurgen Klopp, because we have been up against the best team in football history in terms of their squad strength, Manchester City. So that's the reason why Liverpool haven't been even more successful. But winning the Champions League in the first 4 years, I think every Liverpool fan would have taken that. And Jurgen Klopp continued: "We have made a lot of decisions and we'll make much more in the future. Not all of them may work out at the end. You have to accept that you need luck in these situations as well. So it means you can fail, but you have to try, and you don't have to change things just for changing's sake. It is so you can improve, and improvement means if you have the same person doing the same job for another year, he becomes better at it with the time and experiences. At the moment, it's not about bringing in new people and stuff like that. It's really about all of us using the experience we have had for being better than before. That means all this experience, all these better people will throw their knowledge together and we will be stronger. It's as easy as that, and that's the plan. It's how it is with footballers. It is also how it is with the backroom staff. There is development. I'm not afraid of having a 100% hit rate with decisions or invent some new things for football or whatever. We don't have to. We just have to use our knowledge. Liverpool extended big players on contracts in the recent years. Mohamed Salah, Mane, Firmino, Henderson, Joe Gomez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson, Divock Origi, all signed extended contracts with Liverpool over the past year. Virgil van Dijk wants to agree a new deal. James Milner is waiting on a new deal. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is also expected to be given a new deal very soon. And this is what Klopp said. That's actually our transfers, but nobody's interested in hearing that really, because that's how it is. You have a player, he's good, you want to keep him. If he signs a new contract, then for a few people it means only that he will be more expensive when we sell him or whatever, but that it doesn't mean anything nowadays. In our case, these are our transfers, the new contracts, and keeping these boys here is a strong signal for the outside world, and it's a wonderful sign, to be honest. I like the fact that these boys are really at a good football age. They won the Champions League, which is good and helps, of course, because it increases your base. And Jurgen Klopp actually says that Liverpool's Champions League win wouldn't have been possible with all the nearly moments, without all the nearly moments, the losing the final against Sevilla, losing the final against Madrid. This is what he said: "We are here, we are good, but are you a winner? People will question you, and we are all influenced by the outside world. So if you don't win anything, you can't say, I'm actually a winner, but it just didn't work out yet." So having the Champions League trophy helps each person, and on the other side, to go through the darker moments together is very important. You have to lose big to realize you are not a loser. You can accept it has happened, yes, but that you can still be a winner. These are the things that made us all together. Then I'm happy that I have these boys and that I keep these boys together, because they went through all these things together. You have to lose big to realize you are not a loser. You accept it has happened, yes, but that you can still be a winner. These are the things that made us all stronger, and I'm happy that I have these boys and that I keep these boys together because they went through all these things. This group apart, the players that we signed last year, went through a very dark Champions League defeat to a very bright moment at Madrid. We lost against Real Madrid, but we won it in Madrid. It was like it was meant to be. And that's just such a brilliant thought by Jurgen Klopp, and I agree, it looked like it was just meant to be for Liverpool to reach their destination in Madrid. I knew before that we can do all these things, Klopp continued, but we are human beings, so sometimes it works out that we come out on top, and you can also have an off day. But this was a perfect performance against Barcelona. Alisson had to make a few good saves, but it was just a show of what's possible. Whatever we do, if we don't do it in a brave, big balls way, then it doesn't work at the highest level. The way we played that day, that was the proof that wow, anything is possible. Each team is beatable on a specific day, is a phrase I used when I joined. We only have to make sure that they face the best Liverpool on the day. Having that experience as a football manager, being involved in this game, I don't feel pride a lot of time, but I was really proud at that moment. I really thought, wow, that's special. Beating Barcelona 4-0. When I tell people the story about Barcelona, you cannot not mention the corner. It's the smartest thing I ever saw football-wise. Then I tell people that the best thing is Trent is only 20 years old, and even better, he's grown up like 200 yards from Melwood, and I know how desperate the people are waiting constantly for these specific local figures. It could be sometimes too much pressure, but it's not for Trent. To be honest, one of my personal highlights in the moment, Alberto Moreno jumps on my back because I didn't know it was him. It's not important that he jumps on my back, it's important to see how much that meant to him. Alberto Moreno, I could not think higher about him. I wish him all the best from the bottom of my heart. I sent him a long message after he left. I would have loved to have helped him more, but I couldn't. That's how it is sometimes in football, a 50-50 thing. He would have loved to play more, but how he was around the team and in the celebrations was unbelievable. That shows everything about him. We decide for ourselves what it means to us, and obviously it meant everything to him to be part of that team and to be a Liverpool legend that he is now forever. It was a sensational moment, and yeah, I agree. It showed how much Moreno wanted to experience winning a big trophy with Liverpool. I think that's the reason why he signed for Liverpool in the first place. And I don't really fault Moreno because Andrew Robertson was just sensational last season, world class, and that's why Moreno didn't play many minutes. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.